Continuing now with our lead story, phony reporting. Joining us from Miami, the purveyor of BernardGoldberg.com. Mr. Goldberg has a column on fake news posted on his website. You know, it took Trump maybe an hour and a half to get to 270 electoral votes. He's there. He's president. But how many reports did we see on these stupid cable networks, not FNC, although I think there was a few stupid reports here, too. Oh, the Electoral College is going to defect. Oh, they're not. I mean, really, come on.
All right. I don't want to nitpick your many talking points, and it's not so much that we disagree. I just want to fine-tune a couple of your points. One of them is the one you just made. You say the media should have stayed out of the Electoral College defector story because it wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely, it wasn't going anywhere. But I think they should have covered it this way. As a last-ditch, desperate effort by some liberal Democrats to delegitimize Trump's presidency even before he takes office. That, I believe,
yeah, that would have been okay, but
story.
you know how many people have walked up to me in the last 2 weeks and said, gee, is there really a problem with the Electoral College? I mean, civilians, people just recognize me. You know,
right.
Right.
There isn't, and you're right. If they covered it the way you said, you're right. But if they covered it the way I'd like, then it's worth mentioning. The second point, you said that Donald Trump should stay out of the Russian hacking story until he becomes president. Here's what I would have suggested in your talking points. Say, whatever happened, Donald Trump would say this, whatever happened, when I become president, Mr. Putin, we will not tolerate any interference with our democratic institutions. You could have put those words.
Yeah, but Putin denies it.
Mouth.
You know, that's another waste of time. My point is this: there's no win for Trump on
Bill,
this.
it's also a waste of time to tell the mainstream media what you think they should do.
No.
So while we're wasting our time,
no, it's not a waste of time. I mean, look, do you know the heavy hits that the national liberal media has taken in the last 6 months? They're never coming back.
Sure.
All right, this is just another grenade right into their nest. But for the nation, for the good of the people want Donald Trump to succeed as president. Injecting himself into speculation it's a waste of his time and a waste of the country's time. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, how about this speculation that you could have mentioned in your talking points, but you didn't? Donald Trump recently said that why should we believe the CIA on this hacking story when they got 9/11 wrong? Well, if the CIA said something that Barack Obama didn't like, you and 99.99% of your audience would have jumped all over Barack Obama for such a reckless statement. You could have mentioned that in your talking points, but you didn't.
Because it doesn't have anything to do with the essential point that the media is making up phony stories. I mean, I could have mentioned a lot of things in there. It's not about Trump. All my advice to Trump is to stay out of it. That wasn't a wise statement, but I agree with you. You know, and if he had stayed out of it, he wouldn't have made it. So my advice holds, all right? It holds.
Well,
but the story is that forget about fake news on the Internet. You're getting fake news on cable television and in the newspaper. You're getting phony reportage. They all knew this Electoral College thing was phony, yet they pumped it up.
Well, they pumped it up because they wanted to delegitimize
right. Make them look
Trump.
bad, sure.
Yeah, but what I was saying to you, apparently without success, what I was saying to you is they could have, that story is legitimate if you play it fairly. And to play it fairly is to say it's a desperate attempt by some people on the left to make this guy fail even before he takes office.
Okay,
that's a legitimate story.
But you see, that's like saying O'Reilly's going to go to Antarctica and rescue penguins, all right? Because
you're saying it's not going to happen.
Right. So I don't deal with that. I just deal with cold, hard facts. And when two stories are made up, totally fabricated, one, the Electoral College, they're gonna embarrass them. Everybody knew it was bull. And Putin threw the election to Trump. That's another bull. bull story, and everybody knows it's bull.
Well, nobody knows that part of the story. Let's be fair. It may be bull.
Oh, come on. You think Putin influenced one vote?
Hold on. No, he didn't throw it to Trump.
Come on.
He may have tried to.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right.
I tried to hit like Babe Ruth, and I couldn't do it.
No, well, there's a good reason for that. But don't say so what, because you don't believe that. If he tried to do that, if he attempted to do that,
then Barack Obama should have scorched them, and he didn't. So blame it on Obama.
And Donald Trump should make clear that if it turns out to be that, he will scorch him.
Okay,
and
that's a legitimate point, but not until he gets in. Not until he gets in.
This is important. But you, Bill, as a very smart, you like that, and very influential member of the media.
And handsome.
And handsome, and very important, can try to influence Donald Trump.
I'm not going to try to influence Donald Trump. I'm not. I'm going to tell him, I'm going to suggest politely and respectfully when he does something good, which he did, and we'll tell you at the end of the show, and when he does something bad. And then I did the same thing with Barack Obama. I make suggestions for the country, but not for the president's well-being. That's not my job. All right, Bernie Goldberg, everybody. Read his column on the fake news. A good one.